I just released a video and I put it up ahead. It's the 20th of December now, but it's interesting, I think. I come up with something, um, and so, but this particular one kind of reflects or gets deeper, but I don't know what day that was, and I don't know if I'm going to even post this video, but thanks to my new subscribers for uh, subscribing and liking. What you're interested in is most likely it's narcissism, and I would be the one, and I'll keep refining it. If you kind of thumb through my videos, I will continue to tell you, well, let's clarify what that is. It's a condition of the awareness being stuck in the mind, which is called the fully encapsulated mind. And so now my version of contributing to humanity through our ability to communicate and who I am really, um, let me just try to communicate is, well, let's talk about the mind, the fully encapsulated mind. What does that mean? Well, okay, so there's two aspects of the mind we can look at. There's a mind that knows its own nature, so it's really put in check. I mean, really, if the mind sees itself with itself, if a mind with the mind sees the mind, it completely dissolves. It goes away, and what's left is the beauty of reality, this moment now. And the body. See, I kind of skipped that, but now we're going to get really to the point and say it's the bodily experience. Now, I just went like this because a lot of people, they're not in their bodies, right? They're not into their bodies. Okay, now you women there now, I do see you. I'm I represent this side of the organism, the religion of organs, and um, there could be a lot of insecurity. I see there's a lot of women that, well, I don't relate with a lot of people in general. What I mean is I'm not in contact with them, but well, God, I just backed myself into a corner. Just trying to talk about being uncomfortable with our bodies and not even getting into it, and the same happens with men too. Now let's talk about some men that aren't doing very well with. So what happened there? What's going on? That's a real thing. Even Sam Bagman will let us know some things. He's kind of onto some things, but no, I'm putting something together and I can see it and know it's real. Yeah, thank God, because the body is home. The body is where your awareness on so many other levels of sensing that goes past the five senses is available. Your mind is just a receiver from all of that information coming in. Imagine how complex that can get, but see, that's where you're having to train your mind always, mainly to keep the tippy top information. Just don't just so anyway, but it's not even that. You don't want to keep anything in mind as far as what's information. There isn't any information there. What's information is in reality. That's the truth. And the mind is used for imagination. Imagination cannot happen. It's a disease unless it's coming from having an experience of the truth first, which is in reality. So again, now we have to get into our bodies. And this happens early, right? People, when you have kids, your child is trying to get into its body at by the time it's 2.5, it has some kind of handle. Or does it? See, the danger is that it's around minds that have this idea as to how things should go, even with that entity trying to get into its body and starts to do certain things, right? If it's just no, no, like that, as something like that, that will start to bring up mind more, mind you, minding too much, um, rather than just the experience of the body. And let me do this and let me figure it out on my own, and so that I can learn how to. I'm learn beyond mind, which is the body, and then because that's where it's all going on as far as reality. Reality is that is now. It's between your nose and your hand, the space that you're interacting. It's got the truth all up in it. Includes when you're just spacing out, and you better pay attention. Otherwise, you can hit your shin really hard, and then you do that over. See, some people, and they could be narcissists. This is true. They get injured a lot, just from running into something. Something gets to the point where it's just boom. Now it's a physical injury. Some people, it's a chronic fucking. They always stub their toe on the same fucking thing in their house. It's like they keep running into the same thing or something like that. Or it's another thing. It's always their little pinky toe or something, or their shin, or their knee or something. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Welcome to the house of pain, though, right? I don't like talking about that subject matter. We're here to heal. Um, us ultra sensitive people, um, just unfortunately, we live in a world that's just being bombarded. It's easy to be bombarded with psychic energy, but let alone, it's just pure psychic energy right now. I don't know if you've noticed. I mean, let's talk about the Neptune going retrograde back and squaring. I'm sorry, it's Mercury going retrograde back to square Neptune, which Mercury is involved. It already squared once. We just had the Sun square Neptune on on the 17th, let alone Venus squaring my moon right then, where I just had the most awkward time. Even my body was doing something, and I had to. I took an elixir that I made, and it made me puke, and I felt really good after that. I feel good. I was just trying to. I don't know. Anyway, it's weird and awkward. So then, yeah, um, Mercury is going to be doing. Neptune is a big theme because Mars is going to be squaring Neptune pretty soon. This month. I think it's on the 28th that there's like a mega square with both Mars and Mercury going back. See, when Mercury goes to square Neptune for the last time, where Neptune's at 25, Mercury hits 25 on Fridays, about Friday the 29th or the 28th. That's Mercury, and then we look at Mars. Mars is squaring Neptune on that day, 28th and 29th. If ever there was a bloom in narcissism and gaslighting, there it is. Look out for these people. I mean, they're probably going to just, what's going to be going on? I mean, it's the usual, which I can't believe it's still happening. Because, well, it's because alcohol is still legal. And so people will be, I mean, at the lowest base scale, you talk about alcoholics and Neptune and Mars and Mercury, all that trying to communicate out like, wow, did we, you know what I mean? The fucking holidays. Pretty much trying to keep up a crock of shit and making sense of the children. Really, we're all getting up hungover. By the 28th, we're just drinking some more to try and level all that feeling out and get back to the what? Well, here comes fucking, if you haven't done enough drinking, the drinking thing. I don't know. Is that still going on? I don't know. I quit that a long time ago. You kind of, it's something you go through. It's like, oh, this is what you're doing? This is brutal. I kind of value being able to walk and talk, you know what I mean? And so I quit that around about 21, age 21. Anyway, let's get back to the ongoing, boy, the Neptune thing, the bloom of narcissism in the air. And I'm trying to put this video up, but it's not showing right now, so I need to find just to kind of shut some things down and probably shut this video down. And well, thanks for watching. I'm kind of putting videos strewn across. All December was stuff that I made. Like, I made a whole bunch of videos just on the 7th, and then I strewn it across all the teams, and then you'll see me wearing the same shirt. You figure, go by shirt, because I'm putting some videos way ahead, and then I'm putting some videos I just made today on today. And so we won't know about that, but I'm wondering how's that affecting everybody's psyche? I'm bound to make a breakthrough with that, and say, oh, and so that's the way. See, I've been doing astrology in such a way. I noticed the Neptune theme before a lot of the other astrologers were picking up on it. I was like, do you notice what Neptune is kind of? It's setting off the bloom of narcissism. If you really want to see, like, 'tis the season to be gaslit. La 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 la. La 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 la. Then just look at when Neptune and Mercury square right there, and it's just kind of been happening. And welcome to the complete confusion of other people, and how, like, what are we doing again? Is there a rhyme or reason? Not to the narcissist. They don't mind at all. They're gonna get pissed if you just don't keep up the fucking insanity. They think everything's falling apart because we don't have no more Santa Claus. No, let's get rid of Satan's claws. Gee.